What is going on? This is AlTone and this is the DJI Air 2S. This is not my DJI Air 2S. This happens to belong to my youngest son, who was so gracious to let me borrow it. So son, thank you very much. One of the very first things that you'll notice about this drone is the size difference between this and the Mini 2. With that size difference, there's a couple of absolute advantages. One of them is this thing you can see from a great distance. I've flown this thing so far in daylight and at night, and with the lights on the front and the rear, as well as the size of this drone as a whole, it can get out a pretty great distance and you can still make it out. I can look down at my controller and look back up and see it and find it in the sky with absolutely no problem. So I think that is a fantastic thing about this drone. The downside of the size of this drone is it makes more noise, it is more intimidating, and it draws more attention to itself. The Mini 2 I could fly at 100 feet and nobody would even know it's there. This at 100 feet, most people are going to notice it. And as I've flown in areas where there have been people, even keeping distance, people notice this in the air. The Air 2S has a light, and pretty bright lights, I might add, all the way around the drone. So that's something that you may or may not see as a negative. And the second thing that I really noticed, which I actually thought was very awesome about this drone, is the speed. I was able to get, with the wind, the Air 2S up to 42 miles an hour, which is phenomenal. I love filming and recording and taking photos on the lake. Here at our lake, the max speed that a boat can go up to is 35 miles an hour, which is beneficial for me, especially with the Mini 2, because for the most part, I should be able to keep up with the average boat. But for the ones that are maxing it or really hitting that level of 35, they're going to be pulling away from me with a Mini 2 if I didn't get a head start on them. But the Air 2S, not only would I be able to catch them at 35 miles an hour, may be able to even overtake them and be able to really capture them in the water at the speeds that I want to. And I'm hoping before I have to return it, I'll get an opportunity to capture some good footage of boats on our lake, but we'll see how that works out. So let's talk about obstacle avoidance just a little bit. It's got pretty good view almost all the way around the drone for obstacle avoidance. I love the obstacle avoidance. I think it's a nice feature, but the obstacle avoidance to me is a luxury. For most of what I do, I'm going to be flying the drone where I can physically see it, and so I am my drone's obstacle avoidance. I say all of what I say is because obstacle avoidance on this drone in particular is going to be phenomenal. They are still electronics that can possibly fail at times, so you are the one that is necessary to ensure that you don't cause an accident. So my personal thoughts, Air 2S. Is it great for beginners? Well, if you are really serious about getting absolutely fantastic video and photo, and you really want to share some great experiences in the environment of places that you get to visit, this is a fantastic drone to do that with. If you're a beginner, the only thing I'll say is be very mindful that you need to be aware of what's going on around your drone at all times. That's the same with any drone that you purchase, but do not take obstacle avoidance for granted. This afternoon, 3:30 to 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, I am doing something for kind of the first time, and that is I will be going live on Amazon. So I have a link down in the description. If you would like to watch and support, you're more than welcome to do that. I will actually be talking about my setup here and some of the tools and some of the equipment that I have here to do this talking head setup. So if you're questioning or wondering what microphone is this, or how am I actually monitoring my video, what camera am I using, I will be sharing that on Amazon Live today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate you. I hope to see you on Amazon Live. Have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you again in the next video.